In the quiet, upscale community of Windermere, Florida, neighbors know them simply as Peter and Nancy, a seemingly ordinary retired couple. But behind the gates of their $3.6 million lakefront mansion lies a dark secret. Peter is not who he seems. His real name is Parviz Sabeti, once the feared head of internal security for SAVAK, the Shah of Iran's notorious secret police. Today, at 89 years old, Sabeti faces a $225 million lawsuit in a Florida court. The plaintiffs, three Iranian men now living in California, say they were political prisoners who endured torture, humiliation, and false confessions at the hands of SAVAK. They allege these abuses were carried out under Sabeti's personal direction. To understand the gravity of these claims, we need to revisit history. SAVAK was founded in 1957 with American and Israeli support to protect the Shah's rule. Over the next 2 decades, it became synonymous with fear, surveillance, and torture. Human rights groups estimated that thousands of Iranians were detained, with hundreds killed. Prisoners described electric shocks, near drownings, forced nail extraction, and beatings. One infamous device was nicknamed Apollo, an electric chair that used a metal helmet to amplify a victim's own screams into their ears. According to the lawsuit, this and other brutal methods were overseen by Sabeti himself. But Sabeti has always denied the allegations. He once claimed he always opposed torture. Yet even the CIA, in a secret 1978 analysis declassified decades later, described him as one of the most powerful and feared men in the Shah's regime. When the Iranian Revolution erupted in 1979, Sabeti fled the country just weeks before the Shah's downfall. Reports suggest he smuggled out more than $20 million, money that helped him and his family start a new life in the United States. In Florida, the Sabetis adopted new names. Parviz became Peter, and his wife Nasreen became Nancy. They built a thriving real estate development business, acquiring at least 8 properties in Orange County. Their Windermere mansion, purchased in 2005 for $3.5 million, became their private fortress. Public records confirm that both Parviz and Nasreen eventually became U.S. citizens, even voting in the 2024 presidential election. For more than 4 decades, Sabeti lived in the shadows. His past was largely forgotten, until 2023. In February of that year, one of his daughters posted a photo on social media showing him at a Los Angeles rally denouncing Iran's Islamic government. That single image led lawyers to identify him and build the case now moving forward in Florida. Judge Gregory Presnell rejected Sabeti's request to dismiss the lawsuit on the grounds of time limits. He also granted anonymity to the plaintiffs, who said they had received death threats since coming forward. A trial could begin as early as next year. Human rights advocates say the case represents something bigger than one man. The Iranian Collective for Justice and Accountability welcomed the lawsuit, calling it a step toward ending decades of impunity. Their message is clear: all victims deserve justice, and everyone engaged in torture and repression should be held accountable. Meanwhile, figures in the Iranian diaspora remain divided. Some exiles see Sabeti as a dark reminder of the Shah's authoritarian rule, while others, including supporters of Reza Pahlavi, the Shah's son, have tried to rehabilitate the old monarchy's image. Reports even suggest that Sabeti has served as a security advisor to Pahlavi in exile. Whether Sabeti will ever face true justice remains uncertain, but his story, from feared interrogator in Tehran to wealthy retiree in Florida, is a stark reminder of how history's shadows often stretch into the present. For the survivors who carry scars from those years, this lawsuit is about more than money. It is about dignity, recognition, and the hope that even decades later, accountability is still possible.